Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel where I am back on War Thunder yet again for some Air RB gameplay, and it has been quite a long while since I have actually made a video on an Air RB game. So to do my first Air RB video in quite a while, I've decided to take a look at the German Tempest 5. Now, as you may know, this aircraft is currently available in the German Unity Day bundle, more specifically the Spoils of War Air bundle. Now, this will be available until the 8th of October at 9 GMT, so if you don't have this aircraft yet and you like how it looks in this video, definitely do give it a look. It does come along with many other very nice premiums. Of course, it's the Spoils of War bundle, so that all captured. You, for example, have the IL-2, the 1942 variant, the Wellington. There is also the Hitler Bolt, the P-47D, which is on the German premium lineup. Also the LA-5, and you get some quite nice extras with a Hawk's Head decal and the title Vigilant. But yeah, so the bundle is quite good. I would advise at least taking a look at it. But in today's video, we are going to be looking at this aircraft. Now, I can see there are a few enemy attackers down near the bases, taking out various targets. Now, I have gained a lot of altitude, but depending on how many there are, if I'm the only one who goes in, it might be a good opportunity to take out some enemies. So, I'll make the decision to sort of descend and go take a closer look. Looks like there's definitely a Wyvern down there, possibly even an AD4. So I'm going to dive down, take a look, see if I can get me some kills. On the way down, let's just talk about some stats of this aircraft. The main so it is basically the same as the standard Tempest Mk.V on the British tech tree. But unlike the British one, which can carry bombs and I believe some other armaments as well, this cannot carry secondary armaments. This is no bombs, nothing. This is a pure sort of fighter aircraft. I wouldn't, since it has no bombs or anything like that, I would not advise using it as a ground pounder, unless in the game there's literally nothing to do. You might as well, but most of the time I wouldn't advise using it as that. There is a Wyvern who looks to be damaged, either water or oil leaking. Looks like water though. Let's go in and try and get some hits. I am going quite quick, so control is not the easiest thing. There we go. Okay, got some hits. Nice. Hopefully he'll go down. Might have to come around again, though. Let's go for this. There we go. Okay, so that is the first kill. Another enemy. Got to be careful there. He has some very... 420 mils, same as me, actually. So I do need to be careful. There's another enemy aircraft, another Wyvern. Let's try and get some hits. And there we go. That is the second kill. Turn fighting this... This AD isn't a great idea. Oh, try and get low. Dodgy shots. There we go. Just got to keep in a good position, really. I can outmaneuver him, I believe, at certain speeds. At lower speeds, he's probably better. But I definitely need to stay out the firing line of those 420 mils. Oh, this could be my opportunity. Fire. There we go. Got a critical hit. And he is down. There we go. So 3 kills, all of them on enemy sort of ground strike attack aircraft. So they're not really hugely difficult to take down, but especially the AD4, that has pretty devastating armament as well as maneuverability. The Wyvern, good armament, maneuverability, not so much. But the AD4 definitely is something that when you are facing, you need to sort of be alert with. It can, at times, get around onto your tail and be quite a devastating enemy. Anyway, though, I'm going to head towards the central point of the map, the A point, which is basically a base that is currently captured by my team. And, of course, as you may know on this map, there's enemy landing craft, which are going to go to the base and try and capture it. So far, it looks like my team's doing okay. I did lose that altitude advantage, but I currently aren't seeing any enemy aircraft above me. Of course, if you are deciding to dive down and attack enemy aircraft, do a good lookout first to make sure there are no enemy aircraft at similar altitude that might dive on you once you've lost that advantage. But it does look like my team are taking out some landing craft, so hopefully we'll prevent the capturing of the A point before the end of the game. There also aren't a huge amount of enemy vehicles remaining, but let's just talk more about this aircraft. So as you saw from there, it's not really a turn fighter. I would say the best thing to use it as is an energy fighter or a boom and zoom fighter. It's got a very powerful engine, but the problem is it's not the best at high altitudes. So I would say stay below 6,000 meters or 19,000 feet. Try and stay below that, and you should be able to sort of utilize that engine power quite well. The Focke-Wulf 190 D9, I think, is a good equivalent to this aircraft, but the D9 is better at higher altitudes, whereas this is better at lower altitudes. The guns, you have got 4 20mm cannons. They're the Hispano Mark 5s. They're wing mounted. and it has 800 rounds overall, so that's 20 rounds per gun. They're decent guns. They do occasionally spark, but not as bad as they used to. They are pretty decent. So it's a good aircraft. Limits. For the limits of the aircraft, the max speed is basically 880 kilometers an hour. The gear limit is 340, but the combat flaps is 470 kilometers. So that's not too bad. That's a decent flap speed. So we've got a P-47 here running. I'm going to try and pull into his flight line and try and shoot him. He seems to be pulling away from the other friendlies, so if I can just dive in. I'm going pretty quick. As I did say, at low level the engine's the best. And there we go. He is dead, so that's the 4th kill of this game. Let's turn around, try and find another enemy to kill. Or possibly take out the landing craft if they are capping, which it looks like they are. But yeah, so the flap speed isn't too bad. You don't want to be putting them down at high speed, obviously, but that does help in lower speed dogfights against stuff like AD4s, possibly 109s, those sort of things. Well, not really 109s, obviously, because it's on the German team, but also Mustangs. That could really help at low level versus Mustangs, possibly Spitfires. If you do see a Spitfire, I wouldn't engage in a dogfight. That would be a very stupid decision. You won't outmaneuver them. They will destroy you. Now this does have, the engine power is quite good though. At optimum altitude, the optimum altitude for the engine's 1,447 meters, so obviously not that high. You want to be staying in the lower region of the sort of map. The engine power at that altitude is 2,085 horsepower, so pretty decent engine power there, really. But with WEP, you get an extra, basically 210 horsepower almost. You get, with WEP, it's 2,249, so you do get a decent bit of extra horsepower there, which is definitely quite good. Gives you a bit of a boost at low levels, which can also be useful if you're trying to escape someone in a straight line, which you probably will find quite a lot of the time. And the WEP duration is actually infinite, so you can just WEP for the whole thing. Of course, the engine might overheat, but you can WEP for as long as you want, which is useful for climbing initially, and for running away from enemies. You can use that WEP quite well. But it is a good aircraft. I would say, if you don't have it, definitely give it a look. Of course, with the pack that is available, technically, if you already have one of the vehicles, that price will be deducted from the price of the overall pack. So, for example, I got the pack. The only aircraft I didn't have was the LA5 and the Tempest. So, majority of the price was actually removed from that pack. So definitely not too bad, actually. I got a big discount on that, and you know, I thought I might as well pick them up. Obviously, these will probably be on discount again. They are on 50% discount now with this pack. It's likely that at the beginning of next month, with the 6th anniversary sales, they'll also be on 50% off again. So if you don't want to get the aircraft now, and then you decide, you know what, I probably should have got that, there will be another chance to get it in the near future, as well as possibly, I believe every year with the sales, they tend to do some kind of rare vehicle thing. Last year with this 5th anniversary, you had the M8 armored car and the I-29. Hopefully this year we'll get some pretty cool stuff, as well as the Halloween events for Halloween, where you will have a chance to do the Po2 air races, which they do every year, and have a chance to actually acquire the Po2. Okay, there's a Focke-Wulf. I have no ammo, so I'm just going to try and keep out of the way. There we go. Just got to do a dummy head-on so that he doesn't sort of try and turn on me. Looks like he's going off on his own thing. I'm going to try and head back to the base. He is the last one, though, so it looks like the game's over. So that was the German Tempest 5. Overall, good aircraft. If you can buy it and on the 50% off and you're considering it, I would say yes. From this game alone, I got 15,000 research points for the CL13, so it gets you a lot of RP as well as 100,000 Silver Lions, so it gets you a lot of stuff, and that is with premium account, but still, even without, you would be getting a lot of rewards. But yeah, so definitely I would advise taking a look at it. It's a very good aircraft, and if you already like the British one and you want to move and you want to do some German tech tree research, definitely something for you. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching the video. If you did enjoy, please consider leaving a like, maybe even subscribe to the channel. If you do, that would be hugely appreciated. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.